Busy day. It's a good day though, but it's busy. Today's a busy day. See, this is the first tiny house that I've ever done that has a powder room. That means 2 bathrooms. And it has a sloped ceiling right now that's all packed with spray foam. So to put a bath fan in there, 1, we'd have to chop out all of that foam. 2, we wouldn't want to do that anyways because putting that steel box with minimal insulation in there is going to create a drop in the dew point and create condensation. Not something I'm interested in. So to prevent all of that, we're going to build what we call a soffit ceiling, or that's what I call it. You might call it something different. The point is, this is a perfect opportunity to teach you how to build a ceiling, simply put, above me. Okay. Let me get a light. Much better. You can see my face. At least yeah, you can see my face. Okay. In your face. No, different movie. I just measured the other bathroom, and that ceiling is 97 inches to the rough height opening. And so that we're going to match them. We're going to make both of them exactly the same. Make a mark at 97. And then I'm going to come over here and make another mark at 97. In the corner, that is. Next step we're going to do is I got to get a level line across all the way around here. Oh man, I'm fried today. Okay, this type of framing is called balloon framing. We're building the outside walls, they balloon through. They go through the ceiling of what we're doing here. So we're going to run our 2 long boards first. Those are going to be essentially our ridge boards. And then we'll run our ceiling joists, which this whole thing is going to be constructed out of 2x4s because 2x4s can span to 8 feet. Our ceiling joists are going to be 33 1/4. So because of that, we got to take 3 inches off of there. So they're going to be 30 1/4 because you got 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches. Here's a good idea. Temp stands for template. All right, now time to cut the ledgers. They're gonna be 91. Oh yeah. Let's go cut some ledgers. We went over this yesterday, but I want to go over it again. This is how we lay out our board. You're going to line the ends of your ledgers up so that they're nice and flush. You're going to move any shit that's in your way out of your way. Okay. So you're going to line those up on their ends. Tape measure comes out. I'm going to mark 48 here. Then I'm going to slide the tape 3/4 of an inch to the left. I'm going to burn that 3/4. And then I'm going to mark all my 16s, which is where all my red dots are on the tape measure. And that's going to be my layout. Put all my X's where they need to be. I think there was a song, like All My Exes Are From Texas or something. I don't know. That didn't work out. Ultra wide lens. Okay. What I miss? What? These glasses are freaking me out, man. Okay. All right, now we take a level. Not just any level, but a level that fits in the space. Like a 6-foot level. Get that right in the middle. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Got a joist, got a 2-foot level. I always say Joyce, but I don't even know who she is. Get it? Huh? This gun here, this thing is awesome. Hold on, kind of noisy cord today. This is a joist hanger nail gun. So instead of shooting the little nails for the joist hangers by yourself, you can get one of these guns. And what's cool about it is, see how the nail, it sticks out, so it catches. The engagement is the whole track. So once it's pushed down, boom. But the nail, see that? So when you got your hanger like this, see it hooks inside in the hole, and then boom, boom, boom. You get the idea. Back to work. Back to work. It's getting hot out. I can feel it. I'm gonna have to open this garage door pretty soon here. But anyway, let's go over what we did here. Remember, we got our, what do you want to call that? What do we call that? Ridge board, rafter end, or whatever. It's a long ass board that connects all the joists together. How's that? There's so many different ways to call things, and I'm learning throughout the country that everyone calls things completely different. The point is, does it hold what you need it to? And this is absolutely going to hold way more, I said way more than we need to. This is 2x4, span under 3 feet, and then I went a little overkill, and I put my little joist hangers in there. You don't have to on a soffit ceiling. Like this upstairs, this area up in this little attic that we've now created, it's not going to be storage or hold anything. So it really doesn't need joist hangers. But here's the truth. I had them. And I've been having them. I've had those joist hangers probably 5-6 years, and so I'm like, you know what, today is a perfect day to use them. Hold on one second. This lighting, today I'm having trouble with lighting. To any good video, you gotta have some lighting. See, I always got like an LED panel somewhere. Whew. Now let's go through a little temperature test. So that's too bright. So here's how we do a white test. Well, that's a really white guy. All right. All right, we just need a little bit. See, that's it. Now I can continue my video. All right, so today we learned how to frame a ceiling. And how we do that, we put our perimeter boards in first, or our rim joist, or our ridge board, or whatever you want to call that thing. But we got to do the layout before we nail them up. If you try to do the layout once it's up, it takes twice as long. Do the layout, put the boards up, and then we cut all of our ceiling rafters the same height, or I mean the same length. And typically in a brand new construction situation, if one's a little short, we got to bring in the belly that's in the top of the header. See, right here, up here, this had a little belly in it. And I found that out by putting in my ceiling rafters. Had I not put in the ceiling rafters, I probably never would have caught that belly. And then when I go and put in the pocket door next week, headache city. By the way, teaser, we're going to put a pocket door in right here. We're going to do another one over there. There's 4 pocket doors I got to put in next week. But for today, that's it. Short video because I got a lot of other things I got to get done. Appreciate you watching every day. And if you followed me this far and you're part of the 20% club, we're trying to get that to the 30% club. I'd like it to see if 30% of the people who watch these videos finish them. So I'm making them a little shorter, but that's a little behind the scenes for you. But the reality of the whole situation is I've really enjoyed making these videos every week. Got to get back by my light. That's why I came over here. And leave your comments, your questions. It's hot in here. I need to open the garage door. See you tomorrow.